Sis, here's the secret most manifestation teachers skip. There's a force shaping your future right now, stronger than your vision boards, louder than your affirmations. Can you guess what it is? No, it's not luck. It's your emotions. The frequency you live in day after day is quietly programming what comes next. The feeling you live in most of the time, your emotional baseline, is literally broadcasting your next reality. Until that baseline shifts, manifestation can feel like running on a treadmill. You're doing all the right moves, you're running fast, you're using your energy, but you're not actually going anywhere. You're not moving forward. I didn't get into manifestation because life was working. I got into it out of desperation. I was doing everything right on paper, but deep down, I was tired. I was disconnected. I was wondering why happiness felt like something that other people got to have, but I didn't. I needed a cheat code. I wanted something that would finally make life make sense again. So I tried it all. I tried the affirmations, I tried the vision boards, I tried the moon rituals. I filled journals with I'm abundant and scripting and all types of things, hoping one day I would start to feel true. And then I hit what I thought was my big breakthrough. I purchased a property, and for a moment, it felt like proof. Like everything I'd been desiring was finally showing up. But underneath that excitement was pure survival energy. I was still manifesting from fear, from a place of trying to prove I was enough. Within maybe a month, it all came crashing down. The property literally came crashing down. The money, all gone. I lost 6 figures. And that's when I realized it wasn't just bad luck. My frequency had built something my nervous system didn't feel safe to sustain. No wonder the money came inconsistently. No wonder the opportunity slipped through. And no wonder why I kept looping through the same lessons. When I finally discovered the emotional scale of consciousness designed by Dr. David Hawkins, it all clicked. My outer reality wasn't random. It was mirroring the emotional home I was living in every day. And that, in part, is a big thanks to the emotional scale of consciousness designed by Dr. David Hawkins. Here's what I learned. Your emotional set point is the state you drift back to when you're not trying. The vibration you live in just by default. It's shaped by your past experiences, subconscious beliefs, and your nervous system's sense of safety. Think of it like your emotional radio station. If your channel is fear or lack, you'll keep tuning into struggle. If your channel is tuned to courage or trust, opportunities start appearing. If your channel is tuned to love, peace, or expansion, manifestation becomes effortless. The goal isn't to fake a higher frequency. It's to teach your system that it's safe to stay there. Psychiatrist Dr. David Hawkins studied thousands of people and discovered that every emotion carries a measurable frequency. Let's break this down together. Because when I first saw this map, it changed everything for me. When you understand that scale, you realize your emotions aren't random. They're instructions to the universe about what's safe to create in your life. At the very bottom of the scale, we start with shame, around 20. It's that heavy, self-punishing energy that says, there's something wrong with me. When you live there, it's almost impossible to receive because your body and mind are in a loop of hiding, not expanding. Then comes guilt, around 30. It's the I should have known better energy. Guilt keeps you replaying the past, making it hard to move forward because you're using all your power to self-criticize instead of to create. A little higher up is fear, around 100. This one's sneaky because fear can disguise itself as control, overthinking, or staying safe. But when you're constantly braced for danger, even good things feel suspicious. You repel ease because the nervous system is scanning for what can go wrong. Then there's anger, around 150, and pride, around 175. These two actually have more power. They bring fire and momentum, but they're still unstable because the energy is reactive. It's saying, I'll feel worthy when I win, or I'll feel safe when I'm right. It's progress, but it's not peace. The real turning point happens at courage, when you vibrate around 200. This is where creation begins. It's the energy of, I'm willing to try that again. You start stepping into life instead of protecting yourself from it. Doors start to open because your frequency finally stops resisting. And from there, you move into neutrality, where life stops feeling personal. You can finally breathe again. Then willingness, when you vibrate at around 310, is where you start saying yes to opportunities that used to scare you. Acceptance, your emotions are vibrating at around 350. This is where you stop fighting your story and begin rewriting it with compassion. Life starts to flow again because you're no longer pushing, you're partnering. And then the higher frequencies like love at 500 and peace at 600 and even beyond, this is where magnetism lives. You become a match for miracles without trying because your field is anchored in safety, trust, and expansion. Synchronicities, opportunities, aligned relationships, they all start to find you. So the goal isn't to leap from shame to peace overnight. That's really not realistic. It's to keep climbing one emotion at a time and practicing over and over and over until that new emotional baseline becomes your natural state. Teaching your body that it's safe to hold more power, that it's safe to hold more joy, and it's safe to hold more ease. The shift isn't about pretending you're joyful. It's about moving one frequency at a time, out of force and into power. So here's what most people get wrong about staying positive. You can't jump from fear straight to bliss and expect it to hold. Your body and subconscious simply don't buy it. That's why so many people end up exhausted from trying to be high vibe all the time. It's so exhausting. It's not that positivity is bad. It's just incomplete. You cannot affirm your way out of fear if your nervous system is still braced for danger. It's like, let's say you're a toddler and the toddler is so afraid to do something, to get on their bike or when a baby starts to first walk, they're a little afraid. You don't say, just go, don't be scared. You help them one step at a time. You praise every small win. You can't affirm your way out of fear if your nervous system is still braced for danger. Cuddle yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Real transformation doesn't happen through pretending. It happens through micro accents, tiny emotional upgrades your body can actually hold. Fear to courage. Courage to neutral. Neutral to trust. Trust to love. Love to joy, peace, bliss. Now, can it happen overnight? Absolutely. Sometimes a single moment of clarity, forgiveness, or surrender can catapult you into a higher frequency. But to stay there, to make that frequency your new home, takes safety, repetition, and regulation. You're not just trying to change how you feel one time. You're teaching your body what it feels like to live in that new energy consistently. And that's what rewires your field for lasting manifestation. Every single small shift recalibrates your emotional body. Each time you reach for a calmer thought, a safer feeling, or a softer perspective, your entire frequency upgrades. And when your signal changes, your life it has to reorganize to match. Because reality can only mirror the vibration you live in, not the one you force. You are in control. Let's do a quick check-in. So for this one, when you think about your biggest desire, so I want you to close your eyes if you can for this, but really, really tune into yourself on the inside. When you think about your biggest desire, when you think about, let's say, money, a lot of money, let's think about boatloads of money coming into your bank account, or love. Let's think about you meeting your soulmate, your twin flame, or your match. Or freedom. You wake up and you never have to work again. Everything's provided for you. You have the freedom of choice, the freedom of time, freedom, pure freedom. What emotion do you feel most often? What emotion do you feel when I just said it right now? Did you feel fear? Did you feel doubt? Did you feel hope? Did you feel excitement? Drop it below, because naming it instantly brings it into awareness. Then ask, what's one step up from this? If you're in fear, can you try for courage? Try for courage today. If you're in shame, try for self-compassion. If you're in doubt, try for trust. If you're in overwhelm, try for neutrality. Then that single question starts reprogramming your baseline. Please try that today. And here's how you begin the shift. I'm going to give you some steps. First, you want to name your honest baseline. No spiritual bypassing. Where do you live in emotionally, mostly every day? And then from there, I invite you to choose one emotional upgrade and live inside it for a while. Be intentional with this. Say, every day for the next 7 days, I'm going to make a point to choose that emotional upgrade. Then support it with safety. Breathe. Do some breath work. If you feel like the day is a little harder and it's harder to do that emotional upgrade, breathe. Breath is your life force. Ground into Mother Earth. Or somatic releasing. Shake out the tension. Shake it out. Let it go. Don't hold it. It's not yours to hold every day. Just let it go. And rehearse these new states daily. Rehearse through journaling. Rehearse through micro embodiment. And rehearse through short meditations. Tiny emotional upgrades compound like energetic interest. Over time, your body learns that higher frequencies are safe, and your outer life rises to meet the new vibration. If this resonated, subscribe and stay close. I drop new videos every Wednesday that go deeper than mindset and into real energetic transformation. And if you're ready to raise your emotional set point and master the 10 codes of frequency that make manifestation actually stick, come join me for my free masterclass. It's below. It's absolutely free. Inside of our free masterclass, we'll map your current baseline, we'll show you how to lift it safely, and teach you how to magnetize from alignment and not through force. Again, the masterclass is totally free, so there is no risk. And if your soul whispered yes during this video, that's your sign that it's time to rise. I will see you next week.